Okay, so we're gonna start. I'm actually going to have you guys, after we're done with going over this, I'm gonna have you guys make your top 10 lists, contact list. So the start of the conversation is to clear the schedule. For me, clearing the schedule means like starting the conversation. So like, hey, how are you? Hey, what's up? Whatever it is on how you normally talk to people, and that's what clearing the schedule or starting the conversation would be. And mind you that all of these steps are in separate messages. So they're not all going to be pushed to your potential lead all at once, just because it will really overwhelm them. So that's kind of step one. After that, you guys can have a normal conversation a little bit. They're going to probably ask you like, oh, I'm just like shopping right now. What are you doing? You can just respond to them. Don't forget to respond back to them. And then what I would say is I just started a new business. This is a compliment. So I just started a new business promoting an app. I'm looking for people to work with. You're one of the first people I thought of because, and insert a compliment. If you can't compliment them, you probably don't want to work with them. I always state that I'm promoting an app, and the reason for that is because there's so many other things going on. I want people to know that we are different, and promoting an app really, really sparks curiosity because they're like, well, what app is it? And then I also say I'm always looking for people to work with on it because I want them to think that because we are working on it together. We're side by side working on it together. But a lot of people, if we say like I am looking for people to join my team or to pretty much like join my team, they're gonna think this, and if they already have the knowledge of maybe they had something happen where they did join someone's team and that team member they didn't help them or anything, they're gonna think of that bad experience, so they're not gonna want to even watch the video. So that's why I always say I'm looking for people to work with on it because I want them to know that we're side by side working together on it. You're not in my team where I'm gonna boss you around. Working together on it. And of course the compliment. So after that, they're probably going to ask you, what is the name of the app? What do you do exactly? How does it work? So then you're going to say, well, it's either show than describe. So if I sent you a video with the information, would you watch it? You always want to show the video. You don't want to waste your time trying to explain 20 minutes of the video, trying to answer questions, all that. This process is super, super simple. Just show them the video and it will answer pretty much most of their questions. And I always say, if I would you. So if I did something for you, would you do something in return for me? So if you're saying the video, if I sent you a video, would you watch it for me? Because it makes people take you more seriously if you say it like that. Sometimes people will ask you to right off the bat, like, oh, does it cost money to join? I always jokingly say, oh yeah, it costs $1 million to join Winky Face. But if I sent you the information, would you watch it? Or if I sent you the video with the information, would you watch it? Because then I kind of like joke about it and then they're like more willing to watch the video. So then after that, if you are on like Facebook or in like whatever social media you're on, if you don't have their phone number, ask them for their phone number. So they kind of think that you need their phone number to send them the video. So if I would send the video, would you watch it? They're going to say, sure. Okay, great. What is your phone number? And then they're going to give it to you. You can kind of text them, let them know who you are, and then say, so the video is a little over 20 minutes long. When would you be able to watch it by? I always let them know it's a little over 20 minutes long just so they can plan ahead of time. And then from there, they'll tell me either, oh, well, I get off of work at 6. Okay, if I called you to connect around 8, then you would have watched it. Give them a little time to watch the video. And then you always want to say, if I called you to connect around 8, you always want to set that time and let them know that you're going to be calling them. we are going to get them on a three-way call. I believe both of you were put on a three-way call as well. We want them on a three-way call, but we don't necessarily tell them they're going to be on a three-way call. And that's only because they might have bad experience with another company that puts them on a three-way call and they try to sell them. We don't do that. We just want them on a three-way call to answer all of their questions, all of their confusion or their nervousness. I have people that get on a three-way call with me that are like, well, I'm a college student, I'm 20, I don't think anyone will be able to do this with me or want to do this with me. And me being 21, I was able to relate with them. So it made them more like willing to look at the opportunity further for themselves. Or even, I mean, I'm super, super busy, I don't think I can do this, but if you have them already set on a call, have them talk to me or whoever else they're talking to, I can let them know like, hey, I have a mom that just got started. She's a full-time mom with 2 kids. She goes to school full-time and she works full-time, and she was still able to make $400 within 2 weeks in this. Just doing this like whenever she had the chance. So then it'll make them feel better about the opportunity. That's why we always do like a three-way call. So then after that, confirmation number 2, they're gonna say, yeah, that works. If like 8 o'clock's too early for them still, they'll give you a time, and you want them to set the time for you. You don't want to tell them, say I'm sending the video to someone right now. You don't want to say, okay, can you watch it at 3? I'm going to call you at 3. You want them to set the time for themselves because they're making the appointment for themselves. If you're pushing them still, they're going to get a little turned off. So that's why it's like Tani, I was going through this with her, and she's like, yeah, you're right. Like I told you I would watch it by 8. And it was 7, and I was like, crap, I didn't watch the video yet. Like, I need to watch it before she calls me because I don't want to, like, lose her trust already. So that makes people really want to, like, watch the video then when they told us they would. And then after that, you're going to confirm number 3. I would just tell them I'll send over the video and I'll talk to you at whatever time. And then send them the video. So you don't want to send them the video after they say they're going to watch the video. You want to set the time, let them know it's a little over 20 minutes, ask them if it's okay and if they watch it around whatever time. And then, great, I'll send over the video and talk to you at 8. So then they have 3 confirmations so they know it's at 8 o'clock. Then after this, you want to notify whoever you want to do the three-way with. So that's going to be your upper leadership. So me, Ryan, Morris, Justin, Ben, Kaylin, anyone that's on our team, you probably will stick with like me and Ryan right now just because we're the only ones that do three-way calls on our team, and we have a pretty free schedule too. So just let us know whenever you have a call. If you tell me like, oh, this girl or this guy is a football player and he has a business, I'm probably going to tell you to go get Ryan because Ryan can relate to him. He's a football player. You know, if you have someone who's a college student, you're probably going to want to get them on the phone with me, not Ryan. Well, a girl who is like my age on the phone with me, not Ryan. But either one would work still if one of us isn't available. So then what happens on the three-way call is you want to ask them these 3 questions. And if you aren't comfortable right off the bat asking these 3 questions, I know I was still a little shy. You get used to it. We can just get on the call before then and we'll ask the questions for you. But you want to ask, did you watch the video? If they say no, well, yeah, I know you're busy. I'm busy too, so when can you watch it? For sure, for sure. It's actually down here, so I can send this to you guys. I know you're busy, so am I. I don't want to bug you in between, so when can you watch it? For sure, for sure. We always say for sure, because then they're like, well, what? And then the second question we ask is, what did you like? What opportunity did you see for yourself? Anything positive. You don't want to ask them, well, what'd you think? Because they might see something negative. You want them to think of the positive when they're talking to you. And then also, did you have any questions? They might ask you before then some questions. Just let them know, like, hey, I just got started. I would love for you to hear the answer how I heard it. I have my upline, Cheyenne. She actually has a couple of minutes to talk to you. She's really busy today, but she was able to take a couple minutes. let me try to get her on the phone with you. She can connect really well with you as well because she owns a few businesses and she also is younger like you, and she's been with the company for a little bit longer. So give me 1 second. Let me get her on the phone. So I never really asked them if I can get someone on the phone with them, because you always want to use a third-party resource. You never want to answer questions yourself at all. So I kind of just like let them know, like, I have someone who can answer that better for them. When I first started, I was straight up with people. Like, I still get people on three-way. Like, I just got Tyler on a three-way. But I was just straight up with people. Like, I can't explain that to you. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing yet. You know, like, just be honest with people. And they'll be fine getting on three-way. Sometimes people are nervous on the three-way. Just let us know. But they should be fine. And then after that, they're either going to sign up, or they're going to think about it, or they're going to refer someone, or they're going to get a speeding ticket in a week and then call you back and want to sign up or something. So we never push them on the three-way call. It's more of just asking questions. That's why we love to get people on three-way calls, because it's another resource. And when you're on a three-way call, you want to make sure you mute your line. And that's because you just introduced, like, say, me. You just promoted me. You told them things about me and that I was at the top of the company and I was the, like, educator. You don't want to take that away from me by trying to answer questions for them. So once you get on the three-way call, so say it's me, Tyler, and Abby, well, Tyler will want to mute his line so I can just talk to Abby and I can build that relationship with her and I can answer her questions for her. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Give me 1 second.